our our topic of the evening, of course. Now, I was going to talk about Brittany Renner and PJ Washington, but we don't really need to get into that. Uh, oh, that reminds me. No, I'll do that last. I'll do that last. I want to get into what happened with this Young Thug thing. Now that we're on the topic, of course, because I played. You guys saw the clip in the very beginning of the intro of Sauce Walka pretty much welcoming Young Thug into Houston, Texas. But I wanna also we'll play the interview. First we'll play the do I have it right here? I wanna play the interview in which Sauce Walka pretty much lets it be known why he was even beefing with Young Thug.
How did you and like Young Thug figure out whatever? Because I remember that thing, and I remember there was a video where like y'all was in the same place, like throwing up signs at each other. I was like, what the hell?
Never figured it out really like that. It just more or less on some, I don't give a fuck. I stood on the business. I said what I said. I did what I did. Whenever it came to the streets, I stood on the business in the streets. Whenever it came to the music, I stood on the business in the music. And
be honest, you didn't think Young Thug was like this though.
I think he was like what?
Like with Thug, I thought a lot of shit was just trolling. And I was like, oh, yeah, this was a serious motherfucker right here.
You could step on the spider and spider still kill people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it's a great analogy.
But if it bites you first, it kill you. So the way I look at it is
amazing analogy, by the way.
Is that when you born in like the streets, like the streets is like a jungle. You know what I'm saying? That's the safari.
Pretty much reading between the lines what he was getting at there, because he didn't publicly say it here. He waited years down the line for it to even come out. But I'm going to play now the freestyle Sauce Walka did, and you tell me if you don't catch it.
BT, why you put me on pushing P? I want pushing P on off a boat into the sea. He pushing paper.
Also, notice that as well. He even asks in the beginning, why you put me on Pushin' P? He's rapping over the Pushin' P Gunna beat. Now, I do believe this was also during the trial when this happened. Or should I say no? This was before the trial happened. Excuse me, not wow. This is before the Young Thug trial happened. Did you catch it? Did you catch the subliminal he threw at Thug? What they gonna do around these interrogators? The slime line. I'll run it back in case you didn't catch the slime line he threw.
Daddy running the freaks, that shit weak. Who else gonna pop this power in this pimpin' for these streets? Food for the brain, knowledge that your soul can eat. Real player, Louis Booth, alligator, your slime snitched and told the whole story. He a narrator. What you think of?
Your slime snitched and told the whole story. What you think a snake gonna do around interrogators?
Gon' do around interrogators. You are what you eat, so who bake rats for better flavor? Switch your appetite. Mama lost her baby and her babe, she tryna fight. You done shot her son up in the club to get some stripes. By name don't help her, he too busy riding bikes. I be rapping real life, no fiction. Who else gonna drop these bars and stop these kids from pushing prison? South State Independent, pushing Maybachs and Bentleys. Ain't nobody pushing me. I'm the rapper with the braids they scared of. Push the T, Master P.
Pretty much letting it be known like Sauce Walka had the, and I remember too when Sauce Walka was that freestyle was going around with the Maybach truck, and he was starting to get really big, and the labels came to him and everything. That's pretty much what he's talking about right now. He stayed independent and stayed away from the labels trying to get him the way they got Thug. That's literally what he was getting at right there. Called that boy a narrator. 7-7, what's going on? But yeah, This is back when Sauce and Thug's beef was at the top of things, and people didn't really understand why. Sauce already knew that Thug was a snitch. Sauce, I think, was the first person to make it public that Thug was a snitch, but he didn't say his name. So then you see this footage happening, and everybody's like, what was this even about? It was because he already knew about him snitching. Do you see the year? The interrogation happened in 2015, right? But as you heard in that same interrogation, Thug was like, yo, y'all ain't got my number by now? You keep in contact with me, this and that. Apparently, Thug was already talking to them. If he's independent, he wouldn't be on no industry platform. I believe he's with the program. Not necessarily. I can't say Sauce is with the program. Reason why, like I said, is because if Sauce was with the program, I would see him a lot more. I would see him way more than I do. Like I said, I can tell Sauce isn't necessarily with that. And he's been getting less and less and less and less and less popular since this BET freestyle. That's what I said. There was a point in time where you saw him. Hell, you saw Triple X Tentacion on the In the Booth cipher with BET. Look what happened to him. Okay? You see him less and less and less and less and less after 2016, 2017. You see him even less throughout the 2020s. You see him even less. Sauce Walka only has money right now because he runs an OnlyFans with a bunch of women. That's literally where his money comes from right now. Is the fact that he does an OnlyFans with a bunch of women, that he pretty much does legal pimping online. Now, notice how he's doing that, right? Notice how you hear the Suwus and the Brats, because who claims that they're blood? Young Thug. You don't see Young Thug going back up to them like, Suwu. You don't see him doing that, right? You see him actually trying to ignore Sauce's even there. Pretty much because Young Thug had been calling himself Slime and all this other stuff, right? Like he's a top Pyru and top Blood and all this other stuff, right? So of course you hear all the Suwus and the Brats and the like, tell him where he at, Trey. Apparently this might have been maybe this was Trey the Truth Day. They do a big thing with Trey the Truth in Houston, but it was definitely in Houston, Texas, of course, as you've seen. A little bit before Christmas, it looks like. And apparently this encounter happened where Sauce Walka's with his peoples, tell him like, hey, let him know where he at. Let him know where he at. And you don't see Young Thug looking up at Sauce Walka, throwing up bees and none of that other shit, right? You see him pretty much ignoring Sauce Walka. This encounter said a lot. This spoke out to the whole blood thing being fake. This let it be known that, of course, something I kind of already knew, that Thug is just an industry rapper. Because I used to think, I remember when Waka Flocka addressed it, and everybody was like, Thug's wearing purses and skirts and all this other shit, and Waka just came out like, man, Thug will beat your ass. Then everybody started trying to co-sign that that Young Thug was actually a gangster in the streets, and a lot of violence and shootings and whatnot were because of him. Which I still that part could be true. That part could definitely be true of him running around putting money on people's heads and whatnots. That part could definitely be true, especially when he gets the actual fame and fortune and whatnot, right? But oh yeah, I got that video from Truth Is as well. Shout out to Truth Is, man. Shout out to Truth Is. Let me play that video as well too here in a second of Young Thug becoming a Freemason. Shout out to Truth Is for that one. I'm gonna play here a couple of these interrogation videos. A couple of these interrogation videos. These jail call leaks here. Because these jail call leaks that have came out recently have not necessarily put Thug in a good light. Where could we even start? Where should we even start? Oh, the one that kicked it off. "21 Savage jail call."
Bruh.
Yo.
What's going on? You good?
Yeah, what's going on?
Man, chilling. Where you at? You in the town?
Nah, I'm on the west.
Man, bro, I'm trying to drop an album the same day Gunna drop, bro. You need to. Y'all sent you a song. Put a verse on it.
That nigga ain't send me no song.
It's in your text message.
I ain't see no song. When he supposed to drop? Man, that nigga ain't finna drop.
He dropped Friday, nigga. You think I ain't gonna know he signed me?
He dropped Friday for sure?
Man, 100%. Friday. I can hold his shit back if I want to. If my album don't be ready, I can hold it back. But Drake already sent the song called, the name of my album, I'm gonna drop my album on the same day he dropped, and it's called Business is Business. Then I'm gonna drop an album the very next week after that. It's gonna be a singing album, and it's called Love You Later.
Now the singing album never actually came out. Or maybe that's the one he just recently dropped with the occult symbolism on it. That I'm gonna let Truth Is break down in a second. But as you could hear in the very beginning of this call, he's pretty much letting you know that Gunna was still signed to YSL at the time. This is when Gunna first. This jail call is when Gunna had first got out, and the snitching allegations were fresh. Everybody and their mama was calling Gunna a snitch, right? And he's pretty much saying in this call here, he's trying to drop the same exact day as Gunna to put a stint on him, right? Now, this is someone that's still signed to your label and you're already doing snake shit because supposedly of the whole snitching allegation, right? But people don't know that you've also been in talking to interrogators. So that's another thing, right? You're pretty much trying to fuck up his album dropping that would help the label out, that would help your lawyer fees. You're pretty much trying to rain down on his whole album dropping. And then you're trying to get a song with 21 Savage. Drake is already, because he broke the oath Gunna, Drake has already came out and said something and decided to ride with Thug or whatever, right? And he's saying that Drake put the record out. Thug didn't even have anything to do with it. So Thug is pretty much trying to rush getting an album out while he's incarcerated just because Gunna is dropping. It's literally what he just said.
Yeah. What song? Hold on, I'm about to send it to you.
When you gonna go to the Yo and do it for me, bro?
Yeah.
You might be asleep.
Yeah, I got it this time. Nah, I'm on the way to this shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna just tell him book one. You good though?
Most definitely. I'm really trying to.
If you're listening to it right now and it sounds kind of weird, not necessarily my voice in the microphone. If it sounds weird, I'm looking at the audio, the actual audio mix of it, It's literally because if you have headphones on, you'll know what I'm talking about. Thug's voice is coming out the left side, and 21's is coming out the right side. So if it sounds weird, it's because it's like that. Someone literally mixed this to where Thug's voice comes out the left side and 21's comes out the right.
Oh, shit up.
You been drinking water, right?
Most definitely. But that's all they got to do.
Yeah.
And them motherfucking water. That's all them folks got. You wouldn't believe I done fell in love with water, bro.
Yeah.
You been drinking it?
Yeah. Got to.
Yeah. Well, you kept it here. That's it. Man, bro, please go to the studio and do the song, bro.
Yeah, I'm finna do it. I'm saying I don't think you should play it like that, bro.
Why?
I feel like you should have just made that nigga come in, like cleaned his face up and made him come in more. Like, if I need 80% of everything, 70%, I'm gonna tarnish your face card. Because you gotta think about it, but bro, at the end of the day, bro, you did what you did, but we gotta capitalize on everything we do in life, bro. Like, at the end of the day, saying fuck a nigga, what that's really finna get a nigga for real.
Oh, definitely. You know, I still get 50% of a nigga album anyway, though, whatever album. but goddamn.
Yeah, but shit.
Definitely right.
It's still just like it's the money though. Like, shit, nigga can get the money by telling the world, like, well, I told him to do that.
Now, if you're not following along, what's going on is 21 is pretty much saying that why try to fuck up his album release when you can fuck up the entire contract and fuck up the deal and say, hey man, why don't you make him come in and renegotiate his deal? And if he doesn't comply with it, you'll completely tarnish his face card. Now, I don't know if he's trying to say physically or publicly with that one. I would think more so publicly with that one, with the way he's wording it, trying to say that, hey, why don't you just tell the people that you told him to do that? That you told him to say, yes, Your Honor, and then, get the plea deal, whatever. Tell the people that you told him to get the plea deal is what 21 is telling Young Thug to say. Say, hey man, tell the world you co-signed that shit so we can capitalize and make some money off it. Ain't that some snake shit? That sounds like some real snake shit. I thought better of 21 until I heard this particular phone call.
Cause like,
it's business.
But at the same token, is like, shit, you feel how you feel, so I ain't gonna tell you how you feel. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Cause I don't in my heart, but I don't feel like Chowder did what he did with the intention of hurting you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like he just green.
Hell no. Okay. Is it anything in the entire world? If me and you were locked up and I told you to do that, would you do it?
Well, we different types of niggas though.
Here we ain't.
He ain't, bro. That nigga, he. I'm saying, like, we honor loyalty different than probably what he do to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Not like we different.
No, no. Call it what the fuck it is. Call it what the fuck it is. Gunna is not a street nigga. Gunna himself will say that. He is not a street nigga. He came into YSL not a street nigga, not a gangster, none of that above. Gunna has always been about making music. He's never been about the streets. He's always... And I need to listen more Gunna. I need to listen to Gunna's last two projects too, because I heard they've been really good. I heard they've been some real heat. And I know Gunna could actually rap his ass off. That's one thing I respect about Gunna. And one thing why I've always liked him is myself, as far as listening to him. He does have great talent. His amazing talent with putting words together and his wordplay. He came up with his own style pretty much. Gunna came in the game with his own style. and that's what's pretty much transitioning into his success right now. So yeah, you're right. Different type of niggas, because like I said, Gunna has never been a street nigga, never claimed to be. YSL gave him the whole tag of being a street nigga that he wasn't. So again, with him, with you saying that y'all two different type of niggas, or if you got locked up, would you do it if I told you to do that? Of course, 21's gonna side eye and say, nah, nigga, I wouldn't necessarily do that. But you know what I'm saying, Gunna was not necessarily, he's not cut like that. Gunna was never a street nigga.
I'm saying, like, I don't know though, like, man, bro, you seen your brother, Plea?
Most definitely.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
Man, oh God, that's what he telling the street.
Man, oh God, he kept. On that same God, he kept. Man, he come in to take a plea and tell lies on me. Get me sitting on the road, man.
So not just Gunna, I forgot the other gentleman's name, but there was another YSL person. There's a couple YSL people that actually took plea deals. That was what started the whole hashtag YSTell, because all of them were taking plea deals, pretty much.
I mean, no motherfucking jail cell. Man, I don't know the hell. Bro, that nigga just broke my heart, bro. I can't believe that nigga, bro. What the fuck, bro? And they said YSL should end, bro. Then they said yes, ma'am, bro. Like, bro, we really made, like, bro, nigga really made you a made man, bro.
Damn, bro. Yeah, man, drop the album, man. Oh, that nigga. I forgot about that.
Yeah, YSL should end. That nigga said yes, ma'am. God damn, bro. Like, that's crazy, nigga. I'd rather die before I ever in my life switch up on Lil Man. I'm dying.
Yeah, that was his name, Un Funk. Un Funk, or I don't know how you pronounce it, Un Funk or Un Funk. Young Thug's actual brother, Quatavius, he took a plea deal, the same one that that Gunna had.
I don't give a damn. We ain't never got a part of the same goddamn organization, music group. We ain't got to be a part of none of that. I ain't no switch up on what. I be beefing with you and still don't switch up though.
Well, God.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't respect it, bro. Nigga, you took a plea first, so you done never made it cool for everybody else to take a plea, nigga. Like, I don't respect that. I ain't got no respect for that, bro. For that nigga, man, you and Jeffrey Williams in the car. It was a gun and drugs in the car. Was it yours?
He probably said that though, bro.
100%, but you.
That's the only part I don't agree with. I disagree with you on. The other shit, he dead ass wrong. But that, like, nigga, it wasn't yours neither. It was the nigga who took the charge shit. It wasn't none one of y'all. He supposed to say it was more than us in that car.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what he supposed to say.
That's all I'm saying. Because the DA ain't telling the judge. The DA ain't telling the judge and the jury that it was 3 people in the car. They making it seem like it's only me and him in the car. He supposed to straighten that up off top. Like, nah, that was goddamn the other nigga shit. He took the charge. You just sitting there saying, yeah, man, like he ain't got no backbone. I don't respect that shit, bro.
Yeah, scared.
Ain't no goddamn scared. He done been to prison before. Shout out, been to prison. That's the other part I don't get. Like, man, you done been to chain gang. You know how
he ain't been to prison. He been to prison? He ain't been in no damn prison.
Man, Gunna went to prison. And Gunna went to prison.
Really?
Yes, that's why he got kicked out of college. He got caught serving on the college campus. He did a year.
He don't want to go back. It's like rough for his ass, boy. That shit rough, boy. You gotta be a certain type of nigga. You gotta have real mental strength, boy. Like, niggas don't be having that shit, bro.
I understand, boy, but before I trade on,
you know, I got my shit too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you going on. Yeah, folk ain't fuck with you. Yes, sir. Nah, you ain't shit. One thing about it, man, nigga, pray for that, bro. I pray for all y'all niggas every day. I make sure, man, what? Man, go ahead on, stay on the west. These folk ain't man. I wish I would see.
Yeah.
One of y'all niggas locked up, then one of y'all folk do the same thing. Now everybody drunk. Man, these niggas ain't doing well right. These niggas ain't telling lies. I would respect if a nigga just told the truth. Like, whatever you feel like you know about me that's truthful, which is nothing, whatever you feel like you know about me that's truthful, I would rather you just told that. Man, you let these folks convince you to lie on a nigga, like, bro, you know I Bro, it done been times where I done been low on money and I done spent my last on him. He'll never know that.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
know.
Just like,
I already know.
It's just shit like that, bro. I ain't respecting that shit, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Then nigga get out of jail.
Either way, I don't feel like you wrong. I just be trying to just think of like what be the best outcome of every situation. Like that's how I be thinking. Like, all right, you fucked up, but goddamn, what's the best outcome of this shit? Like
But how?
like,
What's the best outcome though? What's the best outcome of that? Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap career. The album you put out might go #1, but that's it after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like on some real shit now.
You got to you hold his career in your hand, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell the world what he did went wrong, because them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that. We rocking with them. Ever since he dropped that song, they like, man, we rocking with him. If you come out and tell the world that you was in agreement with that shit, his career ain't over. That's why I said, like,
I understand that part, but now think about niggas like you, Wham, Dirt, Pluto, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers who already done like cut ties. Imagine niggas, y'all niggas already done cut ties with a nigga, and then I come and take a nigga and be on the nigga's side after they did what wrong. They can call me.
Yeah,
but
you
know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm slapping y'all.
No, it ain't. Cause no, niggas need to stop jumping the gun. Niggas be like, I don't know, bro. It's
how you call that jumping the gun though?
Cause I'm not doing nothing until I talk to you. Like I told him.
But,
he called me when he got out. I told him, look, I can't fuck with you unless just fucking with you. Type shit. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't fucking with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
niggas trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Dirt
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them niggas ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
In case it's a little bit too much for you guys, lingo-wise, what he's saying is that nobody really is fucking with Gunna after the snitching thing came out, right? He's also saying that, remember I said before, you should just say to the world that, you told him to do that shit. Doug was like, nah, I ain't telling nobody to do that shit. Talking about his brother and Gunna. He ain't telling neither one of them to do that shit, as far as the plea deal goes. Now, he's also saying that, a lot of people ain't fucking with dude until you give the word that, you are fucking with him. Until Jeffrey, to my Young Thug, that's what he means by Jeffrey, because that's his real name. Until Young Thug says he approves of what Gunna did, nobody was fucking with Gunna.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to no.
Yeah,
that's just like, damn, I'm disappointed, bro.
Yeah, but that's still
but guess what, though, that
what
makes
your position is, right?
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped the gun. But
niggas
look,
supposed to have a conversation with you before they do anything. That's just
but
how I look at it.
Wham did though. I talked to Wham, so we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? I'm like, hell no. He's like, all right, stay left. Same shit. I'm smart. Off top. Soon it happened. G-Off hit me.
Yeah, but you still at Buddy party though. Like, I don't know, bruh. Like, I don't know, bruh. Like,
yeah, that was Gunna pushed up on me knowing you were business with a record.
See what I'm saying? Just like how Ron G just said, these dudes are weird. You sitting up here telling 21 is hearing that, you know what I'm saying, as soon as it happened, you calling Thug, hey man, you told him to snitch? And Thug said, nah, I ain't tell him to do shit. He's like, alright, bet, say less. But if you riding with Thug, why you at parties with Gunna? Like, why you still friends and buddy with Gunna if you riding with Thug?
It's a jazz smart mouth, man. Yeah.
Oh God. But he ain't lying though. He ain't lying. He did what's wrong too. You a rat too, but nigga, you shit. He ain't lying. That's true.
I understand that too, but get what? The only thing I'm gonna say I respect about Buddy is Buddy probably didn't know nothing about that before he started fucking with a nigga, and then a nigga really helped him. A nigga really took him where he needed to go. You know what I mean? So it's like you done that can fuck with a nigga on you done that fucking with a nigga on a business tip. You see what I'm saying? I can respect his situation.
And that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I feel like you should do.
But what I'm telling you is, if that it make you a rat too if you fuck with him because I told him to do that. I can't tell no nigga to snitch. You can't get on the phone and tell me, hey bro, hell yeah, take that plea. But man, you better take that plea. And the plea saying tell. It'll plea saying tell something, even though it's 100% lie. The plea saying I feel like it ain't no difference if I get on the internet, if I do anything to say I told him to do that. Real nigga still gonna be like, fuck, nigga, you told. I don't give a fuck. Who told you to do it? Can't no nigga tell you to tell. Like, that's why I'm saying my brother told me to do that. Nigga, I can't tell. Me and Savage could be in a motherfucking case together. God forbid. If Savage tell me, man, bro, go ahead. It's on me, take the plea. Man, you can't tell me to tell. You can't tell me to rap. I'm a man. So I just look at it. God damn sure was thinking about that one day, like, man, I'm just gonna goddamn, I ain't finna say nothing about this shit. I'm just woo. I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. I don't feel like that was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that before, but I'm like, shit, what the hell that's gonna change? Savage still gonna look at you like, well, you a motherfucking rat. Give a fuck who told you to tell, nigga. I don't give a fuck who told you to take no plea, do none of that, nigga. The shit, these folks telling you to say in the plea, I don't give a fuck. Can't nobody take God. Can't
see that's the same thing with the CEO. That's like, it's like, of course, some niggas gonna still feel how they feel, but I'm saying for the fans, for the money to get money.
Most definitely.
Cause it's like I can get 50% of this album right here that's gonna go #1. I could get 50% of everything. I'm still gonna get 50% of everything, but with my words can make every album after this go #1. Fuck just this one. Feel what I'm saying? But it's like shit. At the same time, it's like I respect it if money don't move a nigga too, cause that's some real nigga shit too. Like, man, I don't give a fuck about making no money out that nigga no more. Like, ooh. I respect that too. Well, I'm saying niggas got to think it's two people down there because we down there with two people. You got to think morally, and then you got to put morals to the side when it comes to business.
Most definitely.
Feel what I'm saying?
What you do right there? What you do? See, it's hard. See, guess what? It's easy for you to say.
Personally, I'm gonna keep it. He didn't just go in there and lie like, boy, Jeff did this. Feel what I'm saying? He lied about fuck.
But this what he did. He made, which they still got to prove the shit though, which I don't think they're gonna ever be able to prove because it's just not a game. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a game. He said YSL is a game, and he know people on this trial who committed crimes in furtherance of the game. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full-blown lie. I know individuals on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. Like, you committed, people just so you can say slime big. Like, that's real. That's what RICO is. That's RICO. So if a nigga get found guilty on RICO, nigga, you really you got a nigga life took, nigga.
Yeah.
And you are 100% lie. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. No, only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the fuck is you talking about? You know YSL members on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. Nigga, you just made it a motherfucking RICO case. You just made it a case. All these charges that they got on everybody in this case, 180 something charges. Ain't now one of these charges showing you that somebody committed a crime in furtherance of a game. That's what they got to prove. They got to prove that these people who killed these people, you did it to make YSL bigger. Not you did it because he shot at you or y'all shot at each other or whatever reason it is. They trying to prove that you did it in furtherance of a game. You did it to make your game bigger. They can't prove no shit like that. Ain't nobody committed no crime to make no game bigger because it ain't no fucking game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So for you to say that, it's just like, boom, now you got a nigga who they say a big dog of this shit saying it, agreeing to it, pleading guilty to it. Now nigga gotta fight you in court, bro. And you lying. That's 100% lie. You don't know nobody on that motherfucking case but me, and Duke, nigga. The only 3 people you know on the case. So who the fuck is you talking about? No folk made you lie. No folk said, nigga, YSL must end. Let me say, yeah, man, nigga.
Yeah, fuck that nigga, bro.
Nigga, you gotta tell somebody who got down.
No, shout out, goddamn,
like,
me too.
Huh?
Shout out to me too. Shout.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Good point out, Black Lion. That's a great observation that I remember Trap kept saying the same thing. Like, no, Ack said it. Ack pointed it out. Like, yo, I don't even hear the, the messages you get about it being like a recorded phone call, and then it's from the prison, and they have this amount of time left, and all this other shit, and I don't hear none of that. I don't know if that was edited out, or I'm just not hearing it. I'm just not hearing it. And yeah, you said, probably a stage call. No, I don't think it was a stage call. This is definitely not a stage call. These calls really happened. But yeah, there's no interrupting messages at all that this is like coming from the penitentiary. So you're right. He has a phone on the inside. He did. I mean, obviously he had a phone on the inside, because how would he know about the Gunna album and all this other shit, right? And how he's doing different things. But this is definitely one of those. Tory has one. He just doesn't necessarily. Ever since his last interview exposing everything, he hasn't been able to necessarily use it.
Like, how you feel? Ooh, I'm like, shit. Bruh, don't ask me, bruh. Y'all know who I'm with him. So, shit. I don't know, like, what the fuck? That shit lame as hell, bruh. But niggas gonna come up out of that shit.
Oh, most definitely. But it just like, see, what make me, it's what make me hard to be like, business and shit, cause you ain't in my shoes, so you don't be hearing like the conversations I have with my lawyer. Well, my lawyer just like, damn man, nigga, fuck this over, bro. Just like real shit, just real conversations, bro. Real shit where it's like, damn, we gotta really fight, what? This shit a real fight just cause a nigga took a plea. Like, this shit became a fight. This shit was not a fight. Nigga walking out of this shit without being touched. Only thing nigga finna do is a little time in the county. Punk ass year or two. That shit ain't that. Fuck that. Nigga untouchable. Man, nigga took them plea, man. Nigga lawyer went to talking totally different. Like, man, god damn, bro. You did that, nigga? Man, you tripping. I had a real one-on-one with my lawyers and shit. Like, but this shit real deal. This shit real life. Nigga, but the judge ain't playing. Nigga, my brother got caught riding down Cleveland Avenue, and the judge told him not to go on Cleveland Avenue. That nigga got sentenced to 10 years for riding down a street, bro. Judge ain't with none of that playing. That nigga, he one of them judges, like, he on that one, like, I'm gonna give y'all nigga at a max. Every one of y'all nigga. Like, I'm telling you, he on that one. Man, come on, man. Nigga ain't get caught in the car doing nothing with nothing. Send the nigga straight down the road. First day in court. First appearance.
Nah, he had 5. He got caught with 5.
Nah, it was other person in the car took that was they gun. She say on the police report they gun. The other person in the other person in the car gun. They tell about he don't supposed to be down Cleveland Avenue, he don't supposed to be around no gun. It's like nigga don't know about no. He ain't know the gun was in the car. Man, the judge ain't trying to hear none of that. 10 years off top, revoke your plea. 10 years, man. Nigga ain't playing, but I just feel like I'd rather die before I lie on somebody. I don't give a fuck what's going on, and I don't give. What you can't take. What God ain't putting you in no situation you can't take. Man, sit your head down somewhere, bro. Sit down. That nigga, bro, we got 9 megabytes of goddamn of discovery. Man, Gunna ain't in one piece of paper. That man was walking.
Yeah, I know.
Scott free.
Man,
nigga ain't in one piece of paper, bro. Brian like, man, I don't know what the fuck Gunna locked up for. He been saying that the whole time. He like, man, I do not understand why Sergio Kitchen is locked up. He like, I just hope he's just strong, man. I hope he's strong. If anybody beat this charge, he say, if anybody beat the charge, Sergio Kitchen beat the charge first. Ain't no jury in the world sending him to prison. Nigga, Brian telling me this day one. Ain't no jury sending him to prison. No jury. There's a lot of people that got to fight, man. Your government don't got to fight. No jury sending him to prison, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Just like shit, like just knowing that, and then man, that shit, man. Nigga dead ass.
I wonder, do he feel like it was worth it now? Like,
hell no, he don't.
Like,
hell no.
You done lost who you is behind this shit.
Right, it ain't even about me. It ain't about me. Nobody else in the world. It's strictly about you. Like, you really lost your manhood about Nando. Like, then I don't just like one nigga be like, man, nigga, I got tricked. Ain't nobody trick you. Nigga, what? Man, watch out.
Yeah.
Man,
he told me that. I told him go get it back. Withdraw it.
Yeah, yeah.
On my mama, I told him that. He like, shit, I could do that. I'm like, shit, hell yeah, you could do that.
Hey, you talking about nigga?
Shit, I'm gonna go down there with the lawyer tomorrow. Turn myself back in.
Man, did a nigga go? You know what that means?
Didn't do it.
Man, you know what that means? A nigga wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody take no plea. They didn't want to take a plea. Everyone wanted to take a plea, Jack. Everyone them folks. Nigga want to get out, go to them hoes. Nigga, you gonna get, man, I know you regret it. You hate yourself more than I hate you. Man, you get out of jail, you fuck, you smoke you some weed, you kicking your shit at your house. A week later, that shit wow. Nigga like, damn, man, I'm tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come
Him
on.
and Britt got into it the other day. She called him a rat fuck nigga. Yeah, he got down there, started crying.
That's how I supposed to be though. Like, ain't no girl supposed to be fucking you and then, like, I really be like that. Like, I wish you don't never get no pussy no more. You don't never get another dollar in the world.
See, apparently was some times where Gunna was literally facing that in the streets. For one of his homegirls to actually come up to him like, no, you a rat. I ain't fucking with you. That's I don't think the whole he started balling up and tearing right in front of him. Dumb country rappers tell you, man, the industry knew what they were doing when they funded South rappers Easy Money. You know what's crazy about that? I kind of see where you're getting at with that, because I used to wonder why the money just ran to Atlanta specifically. And everybody was like, oh, Atlanta and the South, you know what I'm saying, they run with each other. They, you know what I'm saying, they buddy. They work with each other and all this other shit. That's why they fucking with them. The labels fucking with them. It's not too much, you know what I'm saying, they street rappers. They try to be united or whatever. But lo and behold, if you look at the real reason why they funded Atlanta rappers specifically, I started noticing that too, right? Was, if you notice over time, what Atlanta became. Notice how you see Atlanta, they're talking about a lot of femboys being in Atlanta. The skirts, men wearing dresses and whatnot. Like, I hear it from women, from regular average day women, like, no, it's a lot of gay guys out here. It's a lot of trannies and a lot of gay guys out here. And I also, that's a good observation to even say, maybe it's because they were, a lot of the southern young, not none of those older southern people, but a lot of the younger southern people were a little bit more green and naive to things, to where they were they're manipulated a lot easier. Let me just say that, to where they're manipulated a lot of the, and I can't even say it's a South thing, because it's the same thing with LA. Hell, it's the same thing with the little TJs of New York City. It's not just a South thing as much as it is they needed to find somewhere to, the labels pretty much wanted to just fund the youth more than anything. So I can't really say it's a South thing as much as they wanted to fund the youth, the new up and coming youth, and it just happened to lean more towards the Southern rappers. I'll say it that way. I don't think it was just a thing of where they started funding Southern rappers because they're dumb and ignorant, because I don't think a lot of people in the South are dumb and ignorant. I think it's more because a lot of the people in the South are very intelligent, actually, if you really listen to them. I think it's more of a thing where they just tried to fund the young, dumb, and ignorant more than anything. And it just so happened to be with the South because of the accent that Southern rappers have, and the Southern slang and whatnot. And like, even there's probably some people that even are having trouble following along with the Southern slang. That's why I keep pausing it to even break down some of the things that they're talking about. Bro, I get it. Trying to play my chin. No, of course not. Of course not. Never trying to offend anybody. It's not even the fact that, because the other thing is, I don't necessarily give a fuck with that. It's more so as far as the offending people. It's more so Like I said, it's just the overall perspective of it. It's not just Southern rappers. Is what I'm really getting at. It's not just Southern rappers that started getting funded. It's more so just the new youth, and it just so happened to fall on the South. I can't necessarily say that the industry started funding Southern rappers because they were dumber. That's a very bland, ignorant way to say it. It's more so, like I said, they started funding the youth, and at the time, the Little Johns and whatnot were coming up. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. That's why I mentioned a Little TJ. That's why I mentioned certain other like New York artists. You know, certain new New York artists. They are much younger. You see, they're not putting any money into the older veteran New York artists, or even the older group of New York artists. I'm talking about the Fat Joes and the Jay-Z's. I'm talking about just the older group of the older 20 and 30-year-olds. The labels are not putting money into. They're putting money into the Little TJs and whatnot. The people that are younger and naive into it. That's really what I'm getting at.
Like, you don't deserve men. You don't deserve men. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Man, you don't deserve men. Like, you the worst one. But you don't deserve men.
Another perfect example, right? We just saw what happened with Little Tony. Little Tony is from L.A.
Nothing. Like, but you voluntarily lied. But you don't know nobody on this fucking case. Like,
oh, God.
Man, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve no pussy. Nigga did that shit to get out for a hoe, bro.
Oh, perfect example. Thank you, Chum. I completely forgot about Brooklyn's own Tekashi 6ix9ine. Let me say that again with emphasis. Brooklyn's own Tekashi 6ix9ine that still runs around. So we can't say that we wouldn't do that because we allowed Tekashi 6ix9ine to infiltrate Brooklyn. Supposedly the hardest borough.
Went to a nigga jail, called him shit. Nigga just straight just, damn, man. I love you, baby. What you doing? Man, yeah, I'm gonna be back with you in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, man, that shit, man. Damn, man, nigga got nigga caught up in this shit. When nigga go to talking like that, all that little type shit, man.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I played you his. I don't think you won that pod, Ron, but I played his response to this. Like when Tekashi 6ix9ine had to face the music, we all were at him. But now it's a pick a side with Thug when it comes to it.
Man, watch out. You trying to nigga got you caught up in some shit like I ain't got caught.
Oh, he was saying that?
Yeah. Man, nigga got nigga caught up in some shit, bro. These niggas, man, I don't even know these niggas, bro. Like, all that old type shit there. Like, nigga, I don't know these niggas neither. I know you, Gat, and Duke, and goddamn,
right,
and Quake. I know 4-5 people on this case. The rest of these young niggas, I ain't ever hung around flying like Shawty, ever in life.
Oh God.
Shit like that. Like, I don't know these niggas neither, nigga. I'm in the same position you in, nigga.
Yeah, I'll play 6ix9ine's response after this. Response after this. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying 6ix9ine was a plant. He's not an urban artist. I don't know why you wouldn't consider him to be an urban artist. He's very much an urban artist because they pushed him to the urban youth. Yes, they're all plants. That's the other thing we're getting at, right? 6ix9ine, you can't say is a an exception. You can't say 6ix9ine was an exception because he was a plant from the beginning. Majority of the superstars you see pushed in front of you are plants. That's just how that always will be. But and I'm not also trying to argue with you either, Ron. Let me just be clear on that. I'm not trying to argue with your point. It's the fact that we can't say that it's just the South, is what I'm getting at. We cannot say that it is just the South, and the label started funding the South, and all this weirdo snitching gay shit started happening, because it wasn't the South that started it. It definitely wasn't the South that started it.
But get what? I'm a man, though. I ain't doing no sucker shit. Whatever him. I don't go there with him. One thing about it, I'm not going out like no sucker, because I'm a grown man. I ain't doing that. Ain't no money, ain't no nothing. Who? Man, niggas sitting there, motherfucker, law everything. I don't give a damn. I wish I would do that. Who? Man, these folks come on with it, man. You know what I mean? I just don't respect. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I definitely feel like...
I still say you tell that nigga, I still like, message that, like,
yeah,
hey, I'm going to do this. Y'all change this up on their contract. Man, still do what you do. Something, bro.
Yeah, that's tough. Gio.
For real, man.
Gio.
Yo.
Hey, tell them I want to redo it. I want to redo Bruh's contract. Tell them I want to I want to make that motherfucker 4 more albums.
Oh,
I hear you loud and clear.
You heard me?
I heard you loud and clear.
So get in touch with him and tell him I want to do another deal. He at least owe a nigga that, bro. Like, nigga crazy.
Yeah. Had to pay for your mistakes, bro. Gotta come out in them pockets.
That's a fact, man.
That shit, I don't know. I just wish you weren't going through that shit, bro. That shit be making me feel like I'm in that bitch with you on journey.
Man, come on, man. Guess
Shit
what?
don't even feel like the city don't even feel the same, bro. It just feel like empty, like all them niggas died and shit. Key, Trouble, Takeoff, bro. Shit just don't feel the same, bro.
Man, I lost that.
And if we're another thing, I'm gonna go to QCP in a second after that. Yeah, Chum, thank you. You beat me to it. I was just gonna say, have we just forgot about Diddy? have we just completely forgot? Have we just completely forgot about New York's own Diddy? Have we just forgotten about him all of a sudden? We can't say weirdo shit is just the South. We definitely can't say that. We definitely can't say that. Alright, so let's get on to the what happened with the QCP thing. So apparently there's another leaked phone call into where he's getting at QCP in the deal that was done with Lil Baby. Now remember he was saying about Wham earlier. Wham is Lil Baby. Says end of an era. Lil Baby and QCP have unfollowed each other after audio surfaces of Young Thug saying QC sold for $300 million and that Baby probably didn't get his fair cut. Now, I don't even know if Baby was knowledgeable of the 300 M's that QC made to the Korean company where he sold them. Michael Jackson, Atlantic Collection. Yeah, if you're talking about Michael Jackson. But yeah, QCP. So if you guys don't know who QCP is, just quick rundown. QCP is of course the former CEO of the Migos label. The Migos, Young Miami, Lil Baby. Oh, QC. I don't know why it was my brain. Quality Control. He was the CEO of Quality Control. Him and Coach K. Now, ironically, I haven't heard much from Coach. I've only been seeing P in the tabloids and very little love, of course. But Coach looks like the person that probably would have took. Hey, just give me 10 mil out of that. You keep them with 290. It's good. Coach probably said, "Yo, give me 10 mil. I'm gonna buy me a house, pay it off, and just chill." I'm pretty sure that's what he did. Or he probably even took the 150 and just split it and just chilled. I'm pretty sure that's that's how Coach has been. Like I haven't seen Coach at all over the past couple of years, which kind of rubs me the wrong way. QC, as you guys remember, he sold Quality Control to a Korean company years ago. I read the article to you guys when I did the Takeoff thing. When Takeoff died, I talked about the whole QC deal that he did with the Koreans with Coach. But that's literally what this is about here. It's Young Thug talking about the QC deal, the Quality Control deal that was done, and Wham didn't get anything out of that. But if you really want to be honest, before they even get into the call, he came at the end of the Migos already having the label successful. My not just Young Miami. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on their names now. Um, what the fuck was the City Girls? City Girls and Migos had already built. So Lil Baby coming in at the end, he was given some money, yeah, and they're gonna. He's also gonna talk about that, but to my knowledge, P and Coach didn't owe Baby anything. If anything, they made him the star that he is, and just pretty much said, "Hey, man, you could to be a good dude, you go off and do what you got to do." And I'm saying, get yourself signed to a label. We even help you get negotiate a deal and sign with a label. But we done with QC. So for them even doing that, shouts out, my hats goes off to P, because P could have said, "Yo, man, we made you the star you are. Now you owe us some money." Instead, he looked at it like, "All right, you know what? You go off and do the major label thing. We still gonna be done with quality control." That's how I'm looking at it.
Hey, I talked to Wham on the phone. I said, "What you think he gonna give you out that money?" I said, "You think he gonna give you 75 million or 100 million?" He like, "Shit." I'm like, "Be always real. Do you think he gonna give you 75 to 100 million out that deal? Be always real." He like, "Hell no, I don't think they do it right like that." But Scooter Braun's offered Wham 150 million. Scooter Braun told Wham, "I want to buy your rights, so I'm gonna give you 150 million." Wham said, "This, nah, I'm cool. I gotta bring Pete to the meeting." Man, they went straight around Wham and called Pete and bought the whole label from Pete. The whole conversation started from Scooter Braun trying to buy Lil Wham, trying to buy him out of the deal too. He wanted to buy Wham out of the deal. Like, "I want you to be with me." Wham like, "Shit, you gotta talk to Pete. You gotta talk to Pete about that." Man, Pete crossed that red eye worst way. I'm on the phone with Wham. He just like, "Man, Scooter Braun try to have the same deal with me, the same meeting with me." I said, I ain't really doing that without Pete. I'm just solid. Man, Pete go take the meeting without Wham and get the business done. Of course, get the business done for 300-400 million for sure, but goddamn, bro. Everybody in the line know.
So I'm confused. So he testified against somebody?
Man, I understand. I fear for my life.
Mm-hmm.
The man killed my friend.
That's what he did?
I fear for my life.
I almost forgot about Yachty. He changed Yachty's life. Yachty was the first one before the Migos. I forgot about Yachty. He changed Yachty's life. You see, he gave $50,000 to Rollo to him to even get out. As I said, QC, P in general is a good dude. From what I've known, from what I've seen and heard about him, he's done nothing but good for people. I haven't never heard anything about him doing fuck shit to people or anything like that. And the situation that he's talking about with P being a rat or whatever is what publicly went viral when P's brother got killed. Like, his actual blood brother got killed. And he approached the dude, couldn't do anything, but when the cops asked him if they knew who he was and could he describe him and whatnot, and could he get him, could he get him wrapped up, P gave the police all the knowledge that they needed to get the guy that killed his brother. Listen, P's damn near a billionaire. He's way out of the streets. He's been out of the streets for quite some time. He's really a civilian. P's really a civilian. P's not a gangster in the streets selling drugs or doing bank robberies or anything like that. He's not of the code of the streets, especially when you're talking about, put it like this, right? Is it snitching if I watched my mom get shot, or even my brother? If I watched my real life blood brother get shot and I saw the face of the guy that shot him and I took it upon myself to go try to do something, am I still a snitch because I told the police who shot my actual brother? No. That's not snitching at all. And like I'm with Trap Law Ross. Once you are of above $500 million, this is figuratively speaking. Once you're above $500 million, you have more than just your integrity to protect. I'm not saying respect goes out the window, but at the same time, like I said, I am a multi-millionaire that witnessed who shot my brother. Yes, I'm going to tell them who shot my brother. If I physically saw the... It isn't like I sold drugs with my brother and got caught. This is my brother got shot and killed. Like I said, P is a civilian. He's not of the ilk. He's not of the cloth. Any of that. He is a regular civilian guy that made millions of dollars off of rap music. He's no different than if Jimmy Iovine was to call the cops at this point. He's no different. Just because he's black doesn't mean he's of the streets. It just doesn't. A massive, yeah. I mean, we kind of do see who's playing, but you're right. We don't necessarily know.
See, this is my honest opinion is that it's one thing for the police to be like, do you know who killed your friend? I feel like it's one thing to be like, I know who killed them, but it's another thing to get on stand and testify against somebody.
Nah, you know one thing to say I know who killed my friend? Man, who killed your friend?
I'm just a little confused about him.
Like, the police didn't know nothing about him. P gave the information about him. Like, because the friend died in a spot. So it's like the police get there, it's just a dead body. You know what I'm saying? You have no idea on what happened. The police is like blind to the fact. Like, he gave them the information. Like, man, this man, I know who I seen. This man killed my friend. Y'all not gonna tell me who I seen. One of them went to court, went to the trial. Named Stoner. Went to his trial. Yeah. Did what wrong. You know it. You know he did what's wrong.
It's crazy even how back then, even though this probably isn't even that long ago, but look how different these guys look when they're just getting on. Look how different they look when they're just getting on. Like, look how Lil Baby's dressed. Look how even in his face, you can see this is pre-money. Pre-actual money. This is the stylist dressed them up for the day type of shit.
Not right. No.
Here goes P's response here. So imagine some broke ass rats like Thugger and Pee Wee Ratsko, talking about Pee Wee Roscoe, trying to run a rat narrative on me and all my niggas that I love, running with these hoe ass niggas, knowing how these niggas talk about me. I'm going to say this for the last time. I'm not no street nigga. What did I just say? I'm not no street nigga. I am a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All the street niggas is broke, dead and in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit? Streets been dead. Y'all niggas gave the city a bad name. He's not lying with that one. He's not lying with that one. Yes, he's normal. He's a regular citizen. he's a regular citizen. He is not no street dude. There's nothing about breaking a street code with, like I said, him telling the police who shot his brother. There's nothing snitching about that. That's not snitching. I don't, like I said, in the moral original code of snitching is, I am committing a crime with you. And if the police catch us, I tell them information on the crime we did, who did what, who's doing this, that, and the third in the streets, just so I can get lesser time or get out. That is snitching. Me telling the police who shot my family and killed my family is not snitching. that is not snitching. I mean, unless we're looking at it from the ignorant Cameron point of view, where he was like, if he lived next door to Marilyn Manson, he wouldn't tell the police. Like, or he lived next door to a serial killer that was going around killing the neighborhood, he wouldn't tell anybody. That is the ignorant standpoint of what we're even going back and forth on here. He is not a street nigga. P is not street at all. What is considered snitching, not snitching. Rashid Gibson, what's going on? Bobby Drake, Iceman, X-Man, my bad, I'm behind, y'all don't mind me. Well, okay, well, just to answer that real quick. A part of that is from the actual. Bermuda, what's going on? It's fine. You're fine. Distraction today was diabolical. That's funny. Just to answer that real quick, Drake, yes, the Iceman thing does come from the actual character Iceman. A part of it does. A part of it comes from that. The other side of it is him talking about actual delivery men, actual people that actually make the ice and deliver it. Because he showed that in episode 1 and 2, he broke that down, which I should have played episode 2. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I'll say that for tomorrow because I'm coming back tomorrow. But yes, just on a side note, yes, it is in relation to the X-Men, the Iceman X-Men.
Cause I told my label they need to give me $5 million or I'm going to hustle. Shit, I can't be sitting no house, man. I get money. They give me $5 million or I'm doing what I do.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was wham, that was your get too, rocking with rat. Man, you be preaching about too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Rat, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. That's a rat. I don't give a what help. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got somebody to send the chain gang. Imagine telling them they'll beat the Kato.
Hey, man. This P. About to kill roll right truck. Yeah, y'all get back. Y'all get back. Y'all get back. Y'all get back. Yeah, don't play with him. The truck guy. Bye. Fuck you, man. Yeah. That way. Yeah. That way.
Hey, this ain't no demo, little baby. Baby, this ain't no demo. Hey, all right.
Can't join. Hey, I'm saying,
too hard, bro. I love this right here, but it's too hard.
I'm glad, but I ain't know if you was gonna like it.
What?
I didn't. I ain't know.
But it's too hard, bro.
Yeah.
But it's too hard. I ain't gonna show you your face, but this called real estate, right?
Okay. All right, wait.
So hold up. So you know how it's a lot of fugazi, a lot of the watch game.
So look in the face of it, and then I'm gonna explain it to you.
Is that what city is that they have?
Where you from?
New York.
Okay then.
A new watch. Thank you, P. 75 only made. This is the type of watch Jay-Z be talking about.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Pretty much this is showing all the times that P has done something for his artists and gifted his artists with things. So pretty much it's going against what Thug was saying about P's a rat. He's selfish. He keeps all the money for himself and this, that, and the third. This is pretty much answering back to that P has never been about being selfish with his money. He's always gifted his artists money and extravagant things. And I didn't know that he gave Cardi B a watch, because I didn't know that Cardi was originally Quality Control. That was new to me just now. I always thought she was on Atlantic, but I didn't know Quality Control got her the deal. I didn't know that part until just now. But like I said, this is pretty much showing that, QCP has always been about family and pretty much has always shared his money and his wealth amongst his artists. So Baby should never feel any type of way. And he just showed again, like I said, him gifting Baby, him gifting Baby, him gifting Cardi B, him gifting now Offset, him gifting Yachty gifting him. It's never been a thing where anybody has felt any type of shade from QCP.
Birthday. Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Hold on, for sure. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
The big double R. The big double R. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Number 9. Number 9 in the family.
Before they killed the real Offset, bro, I tell you. Before they killed the real Offset. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Guys, if you saw in the pinned message, she was managed by him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that Cardi was a part of QC. I did not know that until now. Like I said, guys, if you would like to help a brother out, trying to get myself back and forth to work for this last week. Not last week working, but just trying to get myself back and forth. As I said in the beginning of the pod, I've been down in the dumps financially because I was trying to get this. I was basically keeping this place. My last, I want to say 2-3 months worth of checks have gone towards just keeping this place because I got it on the humble. And I finally made my last payment with them last week. And it literally was the reason why I didn't necessarily get to go live the past couple of days, because my internet was literally off. By the grace of God, I got the internet back on today. And they called me with the program, but I have to pay on next week. But a brother's down the dumps as far as getting back and forth to work and just keeping food in the fridge for this next week until I get paid again next week. If you guys can help with anything towards the pod, the Cash App is there on the left-hand side of the screen. If you guys can help with anything at all, I would greatly appreciate it. Trust me when I tell you, I don't like to sound like this on the pod, but it's even why you see my hair wild like this, is because every dime has been kept into keeping this place. And I finally got caught up with paying this place in totality to keep it, so my next checks can go to my regular bills and get myself groomed again. So hard times have been for your boy the past couple of months. Anyway, I want to get into the next thing here, which would be the K-Dot one. I should have said that too. The super chats I don't really get. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. The exchanging of gifts and all, it is sadistic crap. It is a ritual. Yes, I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. The same way they have humiliation rituals is the same exact way they have these type of rituals as well with the giving of the gifts. Let me see here. Where's my Kendrick one? Oh, before I get into the Kendrick one, he went at Gucci.
The Gucci. P used to be signed to Gucci Man. When Gucci Man found out that shit, he dropped it. Cause P used to try to rap.
Well, they still friends, so how's that?
Yeah. Guwap ended up going to jail. I gave it, got him turned soft. Started with him. The Gucci. P used to be signed to Gucci Man. When Gucci Man found out that shit, he dropped it. Cause P used to try to rap.
Well, they still friends, so how's that?
Yeah. Guwap ended up going to jail. I gave it, got him turned soft. Started with him.
My guy, I'm so happy.
10-17,
so happy
baby.
to see Thug. I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, we back, baby. Crack.
It's a great day. Going down right here. It's a moment in history. You're witnessing. Yes.
It's the millions.
Let's go, Bobby. Hey, hey. No, fan play for you. Stay right there.
You just can't be serious to like
Young Thug.
try to paint this out to be that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The people that like it's going over their head, they done linked to like, you know, everybody else. Elliot, Weezy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, he's gonna go over his head. He's so damn retarded and stupid.
Right. It's a couple people who seem like they know that, you know, he's totally out of line.
Trying to do other shit. You know, when he did his 2 album deal with me, Cash called me one day like, "Hey, what the hell going on with Gunna? Who's speaking for him?" I'm like, "Wow." I'm like, "Oh, I'm there." You know, he trying to get signed right here with Weeknd signed it. And he demanded he want, you know, $20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm gonna give you the money, whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit. Like nigga, I know you can't go nowhere in this world and get no $20 million check from no label. You're not doing numbers like that. You alright, but you ain't doing that like that. You know, like the number 1 album you just had right now. I paid for you to have a number 1 album. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, earn a number 1 album over the weekend, my boy. I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that. You know, cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a number 1 album.
So he's the one who brought me to Gucci one day. He was like, "I'm going to pull up on Gucci," because he already was messing with him, like on the street level, not even the rap level, because Pee Wee Longway wasn't even rapping then. So he was like, let's pull up on Guwap. So we pulled up on him. He like, "What up?" So we just chopping it. We just chilling. We really just was chilling. We wasn't even rapping. We was at the studio though, but we wasn't even rapping. We was like smoking, like girls everywhere, you know, niggas. We just was really chilling, listening to the music. And Guwap was like, he asked Pee Wee, he was like, "Who that?" And Pee Wee was like, "Man, that's a little slump." You know what I'm saying? He was introducing me or whatever, and Guwap. So we had started. We would listen to a beat. I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna go in on this beat right here," and he was like, "Go ahead." And I just was rapping and shit. When I came out, he was like, "Bro, what?" He was amazed. He was like, "Nigga, you write music?" I'm like, "Nah." He was like, "Yeah, you lethal." And every day he got my number. Every day he text, "Guwap, pull up, Guwap, pull up on Guwap, studio at 7. Okay, well, I met Thug through Pee Wee Longway. And I know Pee Wee from when I used to rap at a local spot in East Atlanta called Singles on Moreland. And it's just a spot in the hood. So when I was like 23, 22, before I even had Black Tea and Icy, I used to go to like a little karaoke spot in the hood. And I used to pay them to perform. And Pee Wee used to be with a group of rappers back then. And you know, I was trapping then. And so Pee Wee was trapping too. So that was our connection. I never even knew he did music. So fast forward 10 years later, one of my homeboys was like, you know Pee Wee rap? That's my homeboy. And I'm like, Pee Wee from Jonesboro South? I'm like, I know him from the hood, from back in the day. So I was like, I had so much respect for him because I used to deal with him. So I was like, if he rap, I need to hear it, because that's my little buddy. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen people and heard some of his music,
turned on Rich Homie, tried to turn the whole world against Rich Homie, and then at the same time, before this man death, he told us out his own mouth that it was one of the darkest times of his life.
Man, look at Atlanta. And I didn't do any content on this recently, but Future now has the Don King haircut. You see the gray that he has now? He didn't dye his hair supposedly gray, looks stressed the fuck out. Boy, that the millions that he still owe, whatchamacallit, what is the Monica's baby mom? Monica's baby mother. Baby mother. Monica's baby daddy. Future has to pay millions. What is his name? What is his damn name? Rocco. He owes the money to Rocco. The money that he owes to Rocco. He has to pay Rocco $3,200 a month. That is crazy. He still has to pay him $3,200 a month. It's just wild. You can see the stress in Future. I tell you, yo. And ever since the whole him and Drake falling out, like people have been saying it that's why you heard Drake being spicy and venti earlier with all the dudes that he put on. I'm looking at this whole thing right here. I'm like, damn. From Baby to rest in peace, Quan. Remember I did the piece on Quan, and I told y'all what really happened with Quan. As soon as Woody did that thing on the stand, I was like, damn, that shit might get Quan killed. Week later, Quan was dead. I'm just looking at this whole thing right here of Atlanta, and even in the middle, Rollo. Like, Atlanta down bad, y'all. Atlanta is down bad with this shit that happened with Thug, yo. Atlanta is down bad after this. I mean, people are looking at YFN Lucci like he's a superhero now, because he's the only one out of this whole thing, and he was the one that was facing the most jail time out of everybody at first. he was the one that was, you know what I'm saying, if anybody that didn't say anything, didn't tell, and just stayed street, is YFN Lucci. YFN just didn't say nothing. He just stayed in the jail cell while he was pretty much being his life was at stake, while Thug is sitting there in the courtroom every single day with his lawyers. YFN Lucci has to pretty much sit behind a cell and just wonder what's happening with his fate. Like, Gunna, that's been branded a snitch for life. Like I said, Rich Homie Quan dead. Thug is a snitch. Baby's career's in limbo with rap. Future looks stressed out. Like, Atlanta is just done down bad right now. Rollo, you only know from the blogs and the videos, barely the music that he does. You only know from the good that he does to the neighborhood. You don't never really hear about his music. The most you've heard about Rollo since is this Young Thug thing. Atlanta's just down bad right now, y'all.
Then he turned around and took the whole world against YFN Lucci. Everybody go against Lucci. He tried to turn everybody against Lucci. Now, all these three things is 100%. Everybody can go back and look at this. Then he turned around, he was beefing with Future, calling my phone. Then he turned around, he see Gunna surpassing everything in the industry. Now he calls to the street, turn everybody in the world against Gunna. Whatever Wham said go against, he turned Wham against Gunna. Then, man, baby, we go to the dentist. I'm getting my teeth did. Little baby walking me home. He happy to see me. He puss ass, thug bitch ass. He pull another evil snap. Oh, let me call it. All this Everything that done happened in Atlanta, everybody going against each other. Why? Because his puss ass, his bitch ass been doing nothing but whole shit around the wall. He thought he was Pablo Escobar. He sitting there like he John got a son. You a street bitch. You ain't did nothing in these streets. You ain't put in no work. Woody put in all the work. You ain't do nothing on your case. So what I'm saying, all this doing is bitch ass shit, bro. You going super rat crazy, yet you don't want them. Okay, let's just say, Thug, you did make a mistake and tell. Why the fuck you ain't saying Gunna made a mistake? So basically saying you can make a mistake and do some lame shit, but Gunna can't make a mistake and do some lame shit. Oh, just like you said, it ain't about you telling, it's about who told. So when and everybody in the city turning their back on everybody. For what? For some this bitch ass said.
Shout out my partner Rollo, Free Rollo, man, fam goon. Y'all make sure y'all support this tape that's coming out this Friday, man. Rollo, hold your head, I know you're gonna do that anyway. Fam goon 1017.
Free Rollo, shit.
Yeah, man, I'm finna make my motherfucking birthday wish, and I only got one wish in the whole lot world. I'm gonna tell y'all too. I wish I never go back to jail.
You know, more money. I'm about 300,000 rich. No kizzy.
No kizzy.
You home?
Man, don't lie on your pussy, hoe. Ain't that serious? They don't lie on no pussy slime. Thuggin', got my bro with me. We're in the mansion on the island, doing what we do. Yeah.
Bitch gang don't bang me.
Bitch gang don't bang you, little bitty bitch.
All y'all little nigga that traded.
Walking around in a red robe and red slippers.
RG2, nigga. Lifestyle, you bitch, you. I gotta do all this, you know. Y'all got matching hair,
Oh, you go for you.
Okay, so now let's get into the Kendrick Lamar call that happened today.
That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake. Else in life. Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do it right. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many niggas like Drake change? How many niggas can take care of their family because of Buddy? Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick, goddamn, put a nigga on. Y'all niggas, you're a superstar. You don't ran up you a few hundred M, but you ain't put nobody on though. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even put Keem on. Cause the shit you and him doing, this shit ain't really doing that. Put somebody on. It's okay to run you a few hundred M's up, but who you help though? You ain't really help nobody. It's the saying. You did all that shit for nothing, nigga. You ain't help nobody, nigga. Nigga ain't really gaining no fans off of you. Keem ain't big. Keem love hell, man. He can't sell no fucking ticket. Watch out. Like, man, watch out. I truly believe you do a song on me, Wham, Dirt, Moneybag, Savage. I truly believe we'll have your ass dope, trending, like, cause it's gonna be like people in the real world fucking with you, not the goddamn, not the rap world. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real players and cool bitches, lit bitches and players and shit like that fucking with you. Them type of people ain't fucking with you. You gonna get like the real streets and the real people fucking with you. You gonna get the East Coast fucking. East Coast ain't fucking with you, bro. You really trying to keep all the blessings to yourself. You really trying to keep everything to yourself. You really sit in the studio and work on the album and don't put nobody on the album. Like, God damn, bro, you ain't gonna fuck with nobody? You ain't gonna bless nobody?
Yes! Yes, absolutely. Now, this is, of course, him talking about Kendrick didn't want to jump on his album that he was coming out with dissing Gunna, right? Kendrick wasn't on no fuck shit. At least not back then. He wasn't trying to beef with no damn buddy, and what it sounds like he was getting ready to beef with Drake anyway. At this particular time, he was gearing up for that. So of course, no, he's not jumping on a fucking album with you, Drake, and Lil Baby and everybody. What the fuck does Kendrick even have to do on that type of album? Number one. Number two, yes, I'm staying away from all of you so-called fake street niggas. I'm staying away from all of you. Every last one of you, I'm staying away from. I don't need you guys' clout. I don't need none of it. None of it. I don't need to talk to any of you. I don't need to do songs with any of you. I don't need to do features with any of you guys. None of that. None of it. Only thing I need to do is keep doing my rap music. What I've been doing. The thing that got me popular and out here and popping and lit is me being true to myself doing rap music. Not trying to show I got a bunch of bitches and chains and jewelry and all this other shit. That's y'all. That's y'all thing. I don't need to do what y'all doing. I need to make it seem like I'm doing what y'all are doing. So no, I don't need to be in a song with you, Thug. I don't represent anything that you represent. But this just sounds like a bitter young thug that didn't get a feature from. Obviously, you know Kendrick is one of the biggest superstars that there are with rap. So yes, you were looking for a feature.
But it's like, what the hell is you doing? You supposed to be fucking with me, Wham, Dirt. Savvy, you supposed to be fucking with us. You supposed to be calling us like, hey man, I want y'all young niggas on my album. I'm on some player shit this time around. I'm on some player shit. Like, come on, man, god damn. I don't know though. These niggas be crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully he do the song though. If he don't, I ain't gonna give him no damn.
And that's why I said also in the beginning about with Drake with the Bobby interview. You see how bitter he sounded with like all these dudes that he put on and this, that, third. You see how Thug confirmed it, right? You see how Thug also confirmed that, like all the dudes that he put on from the Atlanta rap scene, the 21 Savages, the 21 ain't never been more popular than he was with Drake. Let's just be honest here. Call a spade a spade. Thug saying he wasn't popping until Drake. But you see who he signed to, Birdman. He wasn't really popping until Drake started fucking with him. It wasn't because of the T.I. feature that Thug got popping. Drake started getting him popping a little bit more with the records that he started doing with him. Migos, same thing. Like, all of the artists, all the Lil Baby. The Lil Baby feature, everybody said he went crazy on. Right? All of the Atlanta, Travis Scott. The list goes on with the amount of Atlanta artists that Drake has fucked with. The list could be endless there. But that is what he's referring to right now in this phone call, saying that, yo, he'll never be bigger than Drake because Drake put everybody on.
This still be good?
Yeah, over good. Continue being rap, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue being rap, man. Stay supportive.
Yeah.
Put my album cover or something, man. Stay supportive, man. All that. I ain't posting no pictures, 6 years shit, man. Watch out. Nigga don't care about all that shit, man. Nobody don't give no fuck about none of that. I guarantee you, your first post you post, that motherfucker gonna do 1 million or 2 million likes. You can get on the internet 16 years. You not finna get on here and get no 100 million likes on your post. You're not Kim Kardashian, man. So whatever you call yourself doing with your internet, and if you just want to prove like, oh, I won't be on the internet, what is that proving? What they do? What they do? Instagram is meant for pictures, man. Post your picture, bro. Or just delete your Instagram.
Right.
So pretty much, like I said before, a very bitter young Thug was mad that he didn't get a feature from a Kendrick Lamar. But even with what you're hearing him say, that's why he didn't want to do a feature with y'all, Thug. He don't need that type of light. He doesn't need y'all to be popping. He never has. He's never even been on the type of wave that y'all on as far as the subject matter goes. Y'all not even on Kendrick Lamar's wavelength for him to even do a record with y'all. The real Kendrick, anyway. Y'all not where... None of y'all are where Kendrick will ever be mentally. And for that matter, I wouldn't do a record with y'all either, if that was the case. So, I stumbled upon this what truth is as well. And this also speaks volumes to where Young Thug's actual, factual, where his money comes from and who he actually rides for.
Young Thug has been relatively quiet since he was released from jail. While he has been popping up in several places and doing interviews here and there, he hasn't been as present as most people would expect him to be after escaping life in prison. Recently though, Young Thug was dragged into headlines for something most people didn't expect. While Thug was enjoying his freedom, his past finally seemed to catch up to him. Just a few days ago, old footage of Thug in an interrogation room leaked online where he was saying a bit too much. Now, the entire internet is calling him a snitch and a hypocrite. But I'm not here to talk to you guys about snitching allegations. I wanted to talk about the coded message Thug hid in his new upcoming album. One thing I found interesting about these snitching allegations was the timing of all of it. All of this just so happens to be going down as Thug is preparing to release his new album named UI Scuddy. Thug's new album is set to drop on October 17, 2025. Now, I clearly don't think these snitching allegations are a form of marketing. Why would Thug paint himself as a snitch? But I do feel that there's way more to all of this. I started looking deeper into Thug's album cover to see what I can find. And what I found was a rabbit hole that was so deep that ties Thug's trial to not only his new album, but even possibly these snitching allegations. Thug's new album is full of hidden coded references that once I broke it all down, I knew I had to tell you guys. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing people here on YouTube. If you would like to join, you can find the link in the description and in the comment section. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. Currently, Young Thug is facing a second trial. While Thug was able to take a plea deal and avoid the consequences of his crimes during his criminal RICO trial, he now seems to be going through another trial with the world finding him guilty of being a snitch. Like I said earlier, I'm not here to talk about Thug's snitching allegations though. Even if it's extremely ironic that Thug claimed to disown Gunna for taking a plea deal and snitching, while he himself took a plea deal and is now being accused of talking to the police in a past interrogation. It seems that Young Thug isn't what he seems to be. Those who have been watching this channel for years know that I already exposed the truth about Thug. All the way back in 2022, I told my subscribers that this entire arrest would end in Young Thug being freed. Now, obviously, this is what ended up happening after Young Thug took a plea deal and was sent home. Even though Thug was facing life for being the leader of a violent street gang that committed all types of crimes including murder, the prosecution offered Thug a plea deal that allowed him to avoid prison time and set him free. Very unusual, as usually people that face criminal charges like the ones Thug was facing aren't given plea deals that allow them to avoid prison time. Thug was initially charged with RICO conspiracy, gang activity, drug, and gun charges. He was accused of leading a criminal street gang called YSL, which prosecutors allege was involved in violent crimes like murder, armed robbery, and even carjacking. He also faced charges relating to drug and gun possession. He was facing a maximum of 45 years in prison, basically life, but he would get nowhere near that amount of time after pleading guilty, which, when you consider the fact that he pleaded guilty to conspiracy to violate the RICO Act, participation in criminal street gang activity, violations of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and possessions of a firearm during the commission of a felony, it doesn't make any sense. Thug instead got time served and 15 years of probation. Basically a slap on the wrist when you realize he was being accused of being a gang leader who ordered murders. Specifically, he was accused of ordering the murder of Rich Homie Quan's manager Big Nut. I'm no lawyer, but I asked Google's AI how much time people usually get for pleading guilty to the crimes Thug pleaded guilty to. It even said that he would have faced significant prison time, not just probation. AI said this: with the typical plea deal outcomes given the severe nature of the original charges, a plea deal would likely still involve significant prison time and probation. But somehow, Young Thug got special treatment. You can blame it on a horrible job done by the prosecution, or blame it on him being rich and having powerful lawyers with connections. But knowing what I know, I believe is something much more sinister behind him being freed, and it connects directly to his new album. I believe that it might even connect to these snitching allegations, but we will get more into that later in this video. Young Thug's new album is called UI Scuddy. For those who don't know what this means, it is in reference to the red hypergiant star located in a Scutum constellation. It is one of the largest stars, being reported that it is 1,700 times bigger than the sun. Now, Thug previewed 2 album covers for this album. Today, we will be focusing on his alternative album cover that shows this image here. This image is a representation of the birth, death, and rebirth cycle that all of this ties into. Now, in order to see the coded message hidden in Thug's new album cover, you must first understand who he truly is and what he's a part of. Those of you who are veteran truth seekers that have watched me since 2021 should already know this. But for those of you who are new here or never watched my content on Young Thug, let me break this down real quick for you. Now, I want to make it clear that what I'm about to say isn't a conspiracy theory. This is a fact, and I can say this confidently. Young Thug isn't just a street rapper. He is actually a part of the oldest and most connected secret society in America, the Freemasons. Now, I'm not saying this purely off imagery or hand gestures, even though there is a lot of that. I'm stating this because he has not only admitted it openly out of his own mouth, but also, there are plenty of photos of Thug at a Masonic lodge showing his alliance. Years ago, I saw these pictures online of Thug and his crew inside of a Prince Hall Freemason lodge. For those who don't know, the Prince Hall Masonic Lodge is a branch of Masonry that was initially created for black men and other minorities, as standard Masonry for a very long time didn't allow black or other men of color to join. I was able to trace these photos back to an Instagram page called Exodius Free Society that belongs to a Prince Hall Freemason member. These photos showed Thug attending a Prince Hall lodge and becoming a Master Mason, with the photos upload dating back to August 21st, 2016. In these photos, Thug could be seen holding a Freemason certificate, doing hidden hand gestures with other members, and showing
John Asatasi, what's going on? But here you go. Teresa Jackson getting off work, gotta go. Alright. Peace, peace, peace. Have a good night. God bless you. God bless you as well, Teresa.
his alliance. The post had this caption: "Special congratulations going out from the brothers of the Sons of Mount Sion Lodge number 7, our newly made brothers Master Mason Thugger Thugger 1 and Little Duke 60. An honor well deserved and worthy of these two noble brothers in welcoming them into the craft all over the globe." This post was letting us know that on August 21st, 2016, Young Thug and his friend Little Duke both became Master Masons. If this isn't
literally a year after, and I think he's kind of saying it wrong with the Master Mason thing, because you have to be, you have to go through certain degrees to become a Master Mason. I don't think he was just advanced at the 33rd degrees to become a Master Mason. You have to be in Freemasonry for quite some time to hit Master Mason. That's why it took so long for Jay-Z to become a Master Mason, the 33rd degrees. But you can already see what he's getting at, of course. There's real pictures of Young Thug becoming and being a Freemason.
enough proof for you, Young Thug himself even admitted that he's a Mason who beats all his cases in this video.
I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases. I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases.
I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases.
Young Thug hasn't hidden his ties to the Freemasons. He has flooded his music videos with Masonic imagery. For example, in Thug's video for Up featuring Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug utilizes several symbols associated with the occult and Freemasonry. In the video, we can find the one-eye symbolism when the camera zooms into Thug's eye. This symbolism connects back to the Eye of Horus, otherwise known as the All-Seeing Eye. He also shows the checkerboard floor, a symbol Masons commonly use to symbolize duality. The checkerboard floor could also be found at every Masonic lodge, which to me indicates that this was supposed to represent a Masonic lodge. He also depicts the owl, which is a symbol of knowledge, enlightenment, and seeing in the dark. Also, a woman wearing horns that represents the Baphomet imagery. This video was released back in 2018, less than 2 years after Thug
She had the Pentagon on her face.
became a Master Mason. This is why this music video is full of Masonic symbols. Now, one thing that all Freemasons do as they go up in degrees is participate in ceremonial esoteric rituals, with one of the main rituals Masons perform being the death and rebirth ritual. This ritual is supposed to represent the moment a Mason kills off their current self, symbolically dies, and finds enlightenment and then is resurrected. This is called the death and rebirth ritual. It's a cycle of 3 that represents birth, death, and rebirth. When a Freemason joins a lodge, they have to go through the first 3 degrees, which represent this death and rebirth. The 3rd degree represents the process of this death and rebirth ritual, when a Mason becomes an official 3rd degree Master Mason. Now, this isn't the top of Masonry, but the beginning. Becoming a Master Mason allows you to go through the higher degrees. During the 3rd degree, the candidate is symbolically killed, where in death or in the darkness, they discover the hidden information or what is lost, meaning they find enlightenment. Once they find that enlightenment, they are then resurrected or reborn as a new godly enlightened version of themselves. This is not only what Thug's new album is about, but his entire arrest and everything that is going on with him now. It was all a ritual. This is something Young Thug let us know before he went to jail. Some of you might remember that not long before Thug was arrested, he started promoting an upcoming album he claimed he was working on. This was the album cover, a picture of Young Thug covered in blood. This album cover was supposed to represent the start of the death and rebirth ritual, showing his symbolic birth and death. When we are born, we are often covered in our mother's blood. We are also born clueless or without knowledge, and we have to learn. This album cover represents that initial birth. When he eventually went to jail, this was the 2nd phase of the ritual, and it represents finding the knowledge while in death. In the occult, prison is often seen as the darkness, isolation that leads to finding enlightenment. This is how it's described. A prison represents the mundane world, or the limited consciousness from which the soul seeks to escape through the process of spiritual death and rebirth. It is a powerful metaphor for spiritual entrapment and the necessary self-destruction of the ego to achieve true liberation. In the Buddhist religion, the concept of samsara is a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, driven by karma. Occult and esoteric interpretations equate this relentless cycle of reincarnation with a spiritual prison, or the prison of samsara, from which the soul seeks to escape through enlightenment. When Thug was released from prison, he was reborn. A new enlightened Young Thug rose from the ashes. His entire arrest was a part of this ritual, and he basically confirms this by using the UI Scuddy imagery for his new album. This UI Scuddy star is depicting this birth, death, and rebirth. On the album cover, we see the UI Scuddy star with 3 strange images on it. The first image represents the birth, the 2nd the death, and the 3rd the rebirth. Now, when we go deeper into the symbology of the UI Scuddy star, we discover more that proves this connection. Young Thug named his album UI Scuddy after a red supergiant star, one of the largest known stars in the universe. He revealed the title through a series of cryptic social media posts and the use of jerseys featuring the name, with the title also representing a major turning point as he resumed his music career after being released from prison. The important part of this statement is the major turning point and his new music after being released from jail. Now, in the occult, UI Scuddy has a deep significance. In the occult, the UI Scuddy star represents symbolic destruction, rebirth, or cosmic gateways. Occultists interpret its immense size, fiery red glow, and position in the sky as symbols for the trilogy ritual. Since red supergiants eventually collapse in supernova, occultists sometimes connect them with themes of apocalypse, transformation, and divine fire. Red supergiants like the UI Scuddy are sometimes called cosmic furnaces in esoteric traditions. They embody creation and destruction, and it also represents as above, so below. Their life cycle mirrors human occult initiations, like the death of the ego and the rebirth into higher knowledge. UI Scuddy is often used in end-time theories as a celestial warning sign or a marker of coming global transformation, which is exactly why Thug is using it. The UI Scuddy sits in the constellation Scutum, Latin for shield. In the occult, shields often symbolize protection, defense against unseen forces, and spiritual warfare. Some esoteric writers tie Scutum to the idea of a cosmic shield between order and chaos, which makes UI Scuddy the most powerful star in the constellation, and symbolically important as the heart or fire of that shield. In Masonry, the shield of Scutum has a significant purpose. Masons claim the shield protects hidden truths. In the sky, Scutum literally shields UI Scuddy. It's also a reminder that even the mightiest star, man, or empire must fall. This ties to the alchemist's death and rebirth cycles, better known as Solve et Coagula, which is seen on the Baphomet. And it also connects to the Masonic initiation. One must symbolically die to be remade into higher knowledge. Scutum as the shield represents the final barrier an initiate must pass through before enlightenment, a cosmic trial by fire. Just like Young Thug went through before this album, Young Thug's trial was the final process of the ritual before being reborn as an enlightened being. His album cover through a occult Masonic lens represents Scudam, the cosmic lodge shield, UI Scuddy, the blazing star within the shield, representing the idea that the ultimate truth is both shielded and revealed through destruction and rebirth, which is a supernova cycle. The album cover and title is letting us know that he is reborn, and he himself is UI Scuddy, the supernova star. He is telling us that he has achieved enlightenment. Now you may be thinking that all of this is crazy, because why would he put himself in jail and go through all that? Well, he did it because he had no choice. This was his path he chose when he joined the Freemasons. Plus, the Freemasons run the justice system. They're the ones truly pulling the strings. Most powerful judges are Masons, and most high-ranking law enforcement are also a part of it. This was all orchestrated for Thug to go through this ritual. This is why at the end, with all the proof they had against him, he escaped life in prison. Now, this isn't meant for the average person to understand, but essentially, Young Thug did all of this as a ritual, and he now believes he is a transcended god. Now, what's interesting is that this album is set to drop in October, with headlines already claiming that Young Thug will address these snitching allegations in his new album. I wouldn't be surprised if this is all a part of this album ritual. One thing is for sure, Thug is a Freemason puppet who now believes he has transcended into a literal god. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching. Which is also weird, and right? I'll see you guys in the...
But you think about it, right? That's what's also weird about it. That's what's also so weird about it. Like, why now that all the snitching allegations come up in the leaked tapes and whatnot, right? And then you hear everybody trying to defend him, saying, "Oh, he's not a snitch. He's not a snitch. This, that, and the third." Of course, this was all to promote the new album that he's got dropping in October. Now, why he's not dropping an album in August or even September, I don't know. Why he's waiting so long, this is someone that usually spends so much time in the studio, why he's waiting this long to even drop the album is I don't know. Why would you wait till month 10 to drop the album, right? Supposedly it's in line with the information that some of you guys have just learned. You can become a master over the weekend if you have the bread. I didn't know that. I mean, I don't see where it's far-fetched, but at the same time, I would think that you have to go through the actual degrees of learning first before you even go, like they just said right here, right? He's going through the death and the rebirth, right? That's part of the apprenticeship. Why is he going through an apprentice ritual when he's already a master mason? You see what I'm saying? It's that type of thing that literally, like, it still mind boggles me a little bit. Why is he going through an apprenticeship when that's something that you do in the beginning of Freemasonry? Why is he going through that if he's already a master mason? That type of thing, right? So, of course, with that information, you got, why Thug was even let off in the first place, because he is a master mason, and of that ilk with them. As far as the leaked tapes is happening this week, I don't necessarily think that's a part of it. I could see where people could think that maybe this is part of his death and rebirth ritual, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think that. Because if that was the case, why would they do what they do in Diddy, right? There's no death and rebirth ritual going on with Diddy. This is more of a humiliation ritual. So what happened, my thing is, I think, and I saw the tweets happening afterwards, right? So a lot of the tweet and deletes that were going on with Thug. Let me see if I can find that one. Yeah, so this one's starting to make the headlines now. I noticed. This one's really starting to make the headlines. Let me see if I can pull up the exact image. Come on, show me it. Show me it. I'm about to just pull up the image of it now. Here it is. Yeah, this one right here. I don't know why, whatchamacallit, Hot New Hip Hop. You need to work on your fucking site. Work on your fucking site, Hot New Hip Hop. Oh, so I did find a real one. Okay. Alright, because everybody keeps on the Wham understood this, that, and the third one. I'm talking about this tweet right here. Fuck all that. I'm talking about this tweet here that got deleted. It says, since y'all want to call me a snitch, let's just air it all out. Let's just air it all out then. We all be taking mad dick in Atlanta. I'm talking all your favorite rappers be taking it and they homeboys be giving it. Don't wear no skinnies around baby if you not with it. Just saying. That was something that was tweeted and deleted. One of the many tweets and deletes of Young Thug. Now that of course got drowned out by the many different tweet deletes that Thug does, which is another thing, right? He tweets something, then deletes it. He tweets something, then deletes it. Then tweets something, then deletes it. Now the recent tweets have all been about the album dropping. Not so much about what's been actually going on with the snitching allegations. He's been trying to get off of it. But at the same time, you can't get off of something like this. You just can't.